The Great Barrier Reef is the largest coral ecosystem on the planet, stretching over 134,000 square miles in the eastern Australia waters, so large that it is visible from space. The reef is constructed from billions of small creatures called coral polyps. These polyps form the largest structure on the planet built from only living organisms, allowing the reef to be one of the most biodiverse places in the world with over 9,000 known species. Let's explore some of these unique marine organisms that call the reef home. Some of the most controversial animals on the planet are sharks. The reef is home to over 50 species, including some of my favorites, the hammerhead, the white-tip reef shark, and the crowd favorite whale shark. Well, why are these sharks so cool? Well, starting with the hammerhead, there are 4 different species near the vicinity of the reef, all with some interesting features. Each species is distinguished by the shape of their head. These different shaped heads allow scent to be the main focus when hunting. The hammerheads hunt in packs, making them a strong, intelligent force. Along with the ability to swim sideways, hammerheads are a true apex predator. The white tips also perform a similar hunting style in groups, but do something unlike most sharks. They have a dedicated cave or crevice that they return to for months or even up to years, almost acting like a home. Lastly, the whale shark is the largest living fish, with a 1.5 meter wide mouth and full of filter pads inside the shark's mouth. They can reach the old age of 150 years, and during migration swim around 3 miles per hour. It is one of the few filter-feeding sharks on the earth, and unfortunately are listed under endangered on the list of threatened species, making conservation efforts extremely important. I saved the best for last, the opalette and wobbegong shark. The opalette is found in shallow waters with a cool adaptation to survive in low oxygenated environments like tide pools. This ability is less impressive to what the shark is known for, which is walking. Due to strong pectoral fins, the shark can walk along the ocean floor, making it one of the most unique sharks on the planet. Wobbegong sharks, on the other hand, have specialized patterned skin that camouflages them perfectly into their environment. The wobbegong is an ambush predator, laying on the ocean floor waiting for unsuspecting prey, striking its food with lightning-quick accuracy. Sharks are a necessity for keeping the ecosystem in a balance and maintaining the reef's overall health. Around the world, sharks are vilified and hunted. However, their success is a direct correlation to that of the oceans. With estimated killings being near 100 million sharks, they're in danger of being wiped out for good. Invertebrates are the backbone to a strong and healthy ecosystem, from top to bottom. These animals keep the whole food web in a balance by acting as predator or prey. Just to name a few, there's the blue ring octopus, the cuttlefish, the crown of thorn starfish, Anas chromodoris, the giant clam, and the sea cucumber. The blue ring octopus and the cuttlefish are both cephalopods, so they share some cool features, which are chromatophores and jet propulsion. Chromatophores are pockets of ink in the skin of the animals that they use to expand and contract to change the color of their pigment. The cuttlefish uses this ability to hypnotize its prey, stunning them and then striking. The jet propulsion is their movement of transportation, by sucking in water through their mantle and expelling it out their siphon. Now, the blue ring octopus is a prime example of an extremely intelligent predator that keeps the system from getting out of whack by trimming down prey populations. The octopus is the size of a golf ball, but shouldn't be messed with, because the cephalopod can hold enough venom to kill 26 humans. The crown of thorn starfish gets its name from the abundance of needle-like spines that are scattered across the top of the starfish. Their spines are toxic, and many animals are unable to feast upon them, making them a large problem. The Anas chromodoris is a species of gastropod. They are nudibranchs and are extremely colorful, thought to warn predators of potential toxins. These sea slugs are hermaphrodites, meaning that they have both female and male reproductive organs, laying up to 3 egg sacs. The giant clam is a staple to the Great Barrier Reef, the largest mollusk on the planet with an important job: to contribute to the structure of the coral reef with calcium carbonate and improve the water quality. These clams, unfortunately, are fished for their vibrant colors and marketed as the jade of the sea. Sea cucumbers are the ocean's ultimate garbage disposal, eating everything on the ocean floor and recycling the nutrients back into the ecosystem. They are currently being studied by researchers for their regenerative tissue to use in human medical treatments. There are over 1,500 species of fish in the Great Barrier Reef. Some of these are the humphead wrasse, manta ray, the potato cod, and the clownfish. The humphead wrasse can reach up to 6.5 feet long and 400 pounds. These are gentle giants that can eat the crown of thorn starfish, making them crucial for the reef stability. The manta ray is another soft giant that reaches 20 feet from fin to fin and about 4,000 pounds. These creatures are often dubbed the most intelligent fish because they have a large body-to-brain ratio and can self-recognize. Like most other animals in the Great Barrier Reef, they are affected by humans through actions like bycatch and habitat degradation. The potato cod is another gentle giant reaching 6 feet in length. This grouper actively seeks out divers and snorkelers due to their innate curiosity. These big boys receive their name from the rough exterior of their skin. The clownfish, on the other hand, is one of the most known fish due to the Finding Nemo movie, which takes place in the Great Barrier Reef. Clownfish have a symbiotic relationship with an anemone on the reef, providing them with protection from predators. Interestingly, some male clownfish will change their gender to female depending on the family structure. Other interesting fish on the reef are the pygmy seahorse, Titan triggerfish, pipefish, moray eel, and Moorish fish. The pygmy seahorse is about the size of a grain of rice and was only discovered after scientists brought samples into their lab looking for coral. For the lack of size they make up in fatherhood, because like many other seahorses, the males carry the babies until they hatch. The Titan triggerfish is very defensive and protective when anyone gets near their nest. They back up their aggressive demeanor with large teeth and jaws that have the ability to crush shells in half. The pipefish are cousins to the seahorse and share some interesting traits, like males protecting eggs with the pouch and elongated snouts. However, they are also masters of camouflage, hiding in plain sight away from predators. There are over 30 species of moray eels on the reef. The eels are very successful and dominant hunters, emerging at night to hunt. They have an ecological leg up on the predators with a secondary jaw, giving them the ability to go after larger prey and strike fast. Lastly, the Moorish fish is a large feeder on algae and invertebrates, and with their presence is a good indication of a healthy reef. Their bars of colors have adapted to create color disruption, essentially making it difficult for predators to pick up on where the fish starts and where it ends. There are 3 main marine mammals that frequent the reef: the humpback whale, the dugong, and the minke whale. The humpback whale is one of the largest animals on the planet, reaching 60 feet long and up to 80,000 pounds. These enormous creatures can eat up to 3,000 pounds of food a day and can sing songs that can be heard 20 miles away. The dugong is the cousin to the manatee in Florida. These sea cows are more related genetically to elephants than any other marine mammal. They do travel far distances but are not considered a migratory species, and females only have a calf every 3 to 7 years. Lastly, the minke whale is the second smallest baleen whale in the world, being easily spotted by their sleek figure and white armband. These are also said to be some of the stinkiest whales, and many claim they smell them before they even see them. Lastly, these whales are still being hunted in places like Norway, South Korea, and Japan, making it very important to protect these calm creatures. There are over 30 different reptiles on the reef, including 16 species of sea snake and a crocodile. These include the olive and sea kraits snakes and the saltwater crocodile. The 2 snakes are both venomous, using their potent mixture to paralyze their prey for easy capture. Unlike most other marine snakes, sea kraits come to shore to nest their clutches, reaching up to 10 eggs. while other sea snakes, including the olive, have live births. The sea kraits have sexual dimorphism, resulting in the females being larger than the males. On the other hand, the olive sea snake can reach up to 6.5 feet long and be underwater for nearly 2 hours. Both sea snakes shed like terrestrial snakes, however, they use hard coral and large rocks to alleviate stuck shed. The saltwater crocodile is the largest living reptile in the world, with some animals reaching 23 feet long and 2,000 pounds. These beasts are opportunistic hunters, willing to predate on birds, fish, crabs, and turtles. The crocs can shift between fresh and saltwater and communicate with each other through clicks, chirps, and barks. There are 6 species of sea turtles on the reef: the green, loggerhead, flatback, hawksbill, leatherback, and olive ridley. These animals have been around since the dinosaurs 100 million years ago. 6 out of 7 sea turtles in the world call the Great Barrier Reef home. All of them are listed as at least endangered throughout the planet. The sex of the turtles are determined by the beaches they are laid on. The warmer the temperature, the more the females will be produced from that clutch, and the colder it is, the more males that will be produced. This creates a challenge with balancing the population as temperatures begin to rise around the world. Sea turtles have a diverse diet, making them essential to the ecosystem because they can keep many organisms in a balance. There are many threats affecting the Great Barrier Reef. Climate change is the largest one. This is apparent because of coral bleaching on the reef. Coral has a symbiotic relationship with microscopic algae named zooanthellae that live in the tissue of the coral. When temperatures get high enough, the coral freaks out and expels the algae, dooming the organism. This is because the algae feeds the coral, and without it, the coral dies off. As our climate warms, more coral bleaching events happen throughout the world, killing not only the reef, but the animals dependent on the ecosystem. There are stages to the bleaching. First, there's the exit of the algae. The coral has a few weeks to months to get the algae back, and if it doesn't, it dies off. In the Great Barrier Reef, the bleaching percentage has risen to nearly 10%. Next, there's the crown of thorn starfish, a huge issue because not many animals on the reef are their direct predator, and they eat coral. Normally, this is not a problem. However, with the bleaching events becoming more prominent and expansive, it's turning into a disaster. The single starfish can eat all the coral polyps in a 10 square meter section in a year, accelerating the damage of the reef and killing many organisms in their path. Their populations right now are being controlled by humans until the reef can get back on its feet, making this a huge effort. If you are wondering what you can do, here are some companies that do amazing research and conservation of the reef: the Great Barrier Reef Foundation, Reef Restoration Foundation, and Reef Legacy, just to name a few. Donations go a long way in helping these incredible animals survive for generations to come. And remember to keep exploring.